There are lessons in this show and truths in this show that I think, because it's told through the eyes of children, that adults are going to experience as well, that maybe they wouldn't experience otherwise.
Jesse with Church Leaders, Dallas, always an honor to be able to speak with you, brother. It's really cool. I get to talk to you about the Chosen Adventures. I want to ask, what was the challenges taking the Chosen that we've known, up to, well, we're almost into season 6, all of that, and then turning it into an animated adventure? Was that easier? Was it harder?
Yeah.
What were the challenges of doing so?
Well, it's definitely challenging because when you read the Gospels, you're not thinking of them as an animated kids experience, and as adults, when we're writing the Mothership show, it comes a little bit more naturally because it's a mature adult show, right? But I love animation. And when I raised my kids and we introduced them to animated movies and TV shows, we really said we're gonna not have them watch the dumb ones, the silly ones. We're going to watch the good ones, the ones that are witty, but also have something meaningful to say. And so it came out of that. And, I have kids, I've been a kid. And so for all of us who worked on this show, yeah, it was challenging because every time you write a joke, every time you write a scene, you're like, could a 4-year-old understand this? But could a 50-year-old enjoy it as well? So that's the challenge. But storytelling is still storytelling. And so we followed the storytelling rules. We followed the chosen way. We still wanted it to feel authentic and human and relatable, even though, there's scenes where talking sheep or pigeon and a sheep talk to each other, and everything's a little bit more exaggerated. It's a bit of a heightened reality. But I did that in the Best Christmas Pageant Ever as well. It's something that doesn't feel completely out of my wheelhouse and the wheelhouse of those who worked on the show. So challenging, yes, but very rewarding.
Right. And you brought up such a great point that really want to hit on. Although it's animation, right? You kind of first go to, well, it's for kids, and this is the kids part of it, which it is, but the adults can also get so much out of it. I love the series. And so what is kind of one of the things that you're hoping and kind of speak into challenge, the adults, like, you need to check this out as well. You're going to enjoy this and love this, especially as a fan of The Chosen.
Well, how much did Jesus stress that he loved the faith of a child? He wanted adults to have the faith of children. There's an innocence there. There's a whimsy. There's an openness. There's a freedom that children feel as they're exploring truth that sometimes adults, we put on are the flesh. We put on things in our heads and in our hearts that keep us from having an unabashedly passionate relationship with God. And I think we explored that in episode 3 of season 1. And I think that's what makes this show essential. And I want to make it clear too. It's not like we said, how do we make a kids show? It was, how do we do a show that a 4-year-old will understand? But at the same time, it was important to us for people like Jesse and Dallas to enjoy the show as well and to get something from it. There are lessons in this show and truths in this show that I think, because it's told through the eyes of children, that adults are going to experience as well, that maybe they wouldn't experience otherwise.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I thank you so much for making this. Chosen Adventures comes out next week, October the 17th. So be sure it's on Prime Video. Go and check it out. You are not going to be disappointed. You're going to laugh. And like you say, you're going to learn some other things that maybe you didn't, some lessons that come along with those that is just going to make it very worthwhile. So I thank you for what you did. Thank you for making this series.
Thanks, Jesse. I appreciate your support.